shut the kabuka good luck. Get you anything you like. Where will be our boy, and I swear I'll make this thing go right. Oh, shut the kabuka good luck. Meet me in the night, they'll run. Baby, you're the one that can buy you designer for life and you live alright. Give you keys to my ride for the night. I'm thinking about changing your life. Give me some time, I will lie, you're the light of my life and you shine so bright.
Sibuyelane silibale izinto zakudala. I said I miss you, I really miss you. So sorry, I'm sorry my baby, ngicela uxolo. Ngikuxolele my baby, you didn't mean it. Disathanda now. I'm sorry my baby, ngicela uxolo. I'm so sorry now. Ngikuxolele my baby, you didn't mean it. Disathanda now. Uvusabalele. Uvusabalele.
azula azul usifikile wabo labo taka monyeke kena le dichipi di rata ho zula azul ashua zula azul ara mo peta wa malo malo Nakalaga kayo sa galapila mabuti may bataw join Barata azul azul Barata azul azul Barata azul
Ima Kula Suka Turning at azul azul Ima Kula Suka Turning at azul azul Ima Kula Suka Turning at azul azul Ima Kula Suka Turning at azul azul Oh azul azul Oh azul azul Oh azul azul Turning at azul azul Oh azul azul Oh azul azul Oh azul azul Turning at azul azul Oh azul azul Oh azul azul Oh azul azul Turning at azul azul Oh azul azul Oh azul azul Oh azul azul Turning at azul azul
Nalichi irata azul azul Wai kong kwai bulabu Ira le shata hai komako Happy lita kismu Lichi irata azul azul Usifikile wabo labo Taka monyeke Kena lichi irata ho zul azul Ashua zul azul Ara mo peta wa malo malo
vodka, my love, my smile keeper. Anele rato ile cold drinki wena utulita. Ene mina nyukuthanda so. Kawena kikwala score. Anga wina lotho ngawurekela Porsche. You got too much sauce, too much sauce. You got too much sauce. Too much sauce, too much sauce, too much.
Thank you, my selector. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Our program has officially started for the day. I'm sure you're all excited about today as we are going to celebrate with our co-workers for their long service ceremony. Ere ke thome ka go dira ka mokgwa ke rutilweng ka gona. Ke thome ka go dumedisha our managing director, yena Mr. Mphela Mogale. Ke bushe ke latele to our director, Mr. FT Matlala Mokoni Wanchidi Hall. To our management, all employees and all our recipients, our camera crew, and everyone who's watching us live on YouTube. Kerata or maduma san bonani dumelang. Lekai ka moka. Are we all happy? Okay, aki thome ka go titsibisha. Na ke nna Maproane ke morodi ya tau ya segwa sa Mitsi Makate ke le Hlarapa ke ledimo le lala le kgomushakeng ke setlogolo sa babina tau bona ba ga Masemola ba khoshitseke Mabowe ke khaitsedi ara Mmupudu le tseke. I'm going to lead the program today. I hope you're all going to be alive with me as we are celebrating these recipients here. Can we all just give them a round of applause? They all look stunning. Without wasting time, let me start by calling Mhlanga. She's going to open for us with a prayer. My selector, and get the post, I got to medisha my selector. And also do medisha selector. Music you can fellow jam somewhere, so my selector can you assist us with a gospel song? Ray Misha Miss Mhlanga.
Our Father in heaven, we thank you for this day. We thank you for the blessings of a day that is beautiful and a celebration that has been made possible. We ask thee in the name of thy Son Jesus Christ to lay your Holy Ghost upon all of us, to make sure that everything goes accordingly, to make sure that everybody is happy and we celebrate accordingly. We're grateful for this opportunity and the blessing of having a ceremony like this. And we ask that you be with us and strengthen us through the program. We ask that you be with us until we end the whole program and after. And we thank you once again for this, that you were able to make it possible. In the name of Jesus Christ we pray. Amen.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Mhlanga. Just to quote what you were just reading, I'm just going to say that when you call on to the Lord to be with us, He's going to be with us today. The book of Matthew 18, verse 19 to 20, it says, where 2 or 3 are gathered in His name, He's there amongst us. Because you opened for us with a prayer, we believe and we know that the Holy Spirit is with us today. I'm also going to move on to the third item of our program. I hope you all have programs where you are seated. We are going to ask Mr. Morena Mukwena to come and do the welcoming of guests. My selector, ke kgopela o memishe ka a hot song. Ba mo join ba jaive le yena. Let's move. It's a happy day. We celebrate these legends today. So they have to be celebrated. My select.
Thank you. Dumelang, Madume, good day. I welcome you all. Madam Program Director, Ms. Ramupudu, allow me to take this opportunity to say to you thank you for granting me an honor to participate in today's proceedings. Before we carry on with today's event, I would like to also then give my regards and appreciation to all the people that made this organization, this occasion a reality, as well as those that have made this organization a success. This could not have been possible without the sheer contribution of you all. We are part of this firm due to our shared vision. Due to our shared vision and passion for this organization. It is our passion that unites us, and through our hard work, we strengthen this organization. I would like to then extend a message of welcome to our directors, Mr. Mphela and Mr. Matlala. To the Groblersdal Workplace Forum, in your capacity as the event organizers, I wish to then also acknowledge the presence of my colleagues, both here and those watching at their various locations. But most importantly, to our esteemed guests, of whom today we celebrate. I bid a very warm welcome to all the speakers and the delegates who took out time to join us today. To those that are watching us in their capacity on an international platform, we also then welcome you as well. Madam Program Director, I can think at this point I can make it known that all protocol is observed. Mr. Mphela posted on last year's women's event the following words, and open quote, "It is up to you to plan your journey in such a way that you reach your destination. Living without a plan is like an unguided missile, which is likely to miss its target." Close quote. These women and men seated before us, in which we celebrate today, drafted these plans as early as 1989. Today's event is to acknowledge and give thanks to all those that traveled the long journey and remained committed to the vision and mission of Mphela and Associates. Melody Beatty once said, and I quote, "Gratitude unlocks the fullness of life. It turns what we have into enough and more. It turns denial into acceptance, chaos into order, confusion into clarity. It can turn a meal into a feast, a house into a home, a stranger into a friend. Gratitude makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow." Close quote. It is with these words that I would like to thank and welcome you to today's proceedings and hope you enjoy. Thank you, Madam Program Director.
Let me thank you, Mr. Mokoena, for welcoming everyone here today. Just to add on to Mr. Morena, so you must relax, enjoy yourselves. They'll ask those who are next to them, but moving on to comments by the program director, which is myself. I just made a few house rules. Firstly, as we all know, we still live le COVID. So let's try our best to follow the rules as we are all seated here today. And then another thing, I'm going to request that if we have speakers on the stage, let us not be having our own conversations at the back. And let's have fun today. Let's enjoy with our recipients. The legends, our legends. And then, Baba sa jiving. I got like so if you are making noise, there's a list, or whoever and whoever were not, they were making noise. So now I'm going to make a list of those who are not dancing. So later on, if a chance, you guys are going to dance for everyone. So if I see you not dancing, just know you're going to be on my list. So let's all enjoy, and we are going to move on to item number 4, which is speech by employees representative. Mrs. Zandile Mabena. Aitla, my selector, Bamujaivish.
Thank you, Program Director, for giving me this opportunity today. I would like to greet everyone who's here and like Mr. Mphela. Mr. Mphela, Mr. Matala, my colleagues, our heroes, legends, and so on. Yeah. Everyone everyone who's watching, the opportunity. On behalf of support staff, Groblersdal, Pretoria, and Polokwane, I would like to say congratulations, guys, on the achievement. You've achieved a lot. Like, what you've done, guys, it's out of this world, because it means you have worked so hard right now. Ne? So we are learning from you guys. Until from Matomong until now, and in Lisa is where you are still working hard. So Wasadi, I'm so proud of you, Lilena. Because Gabona number ya Wasadi bile high, Ipezulu, Kakulu, Kula, Machi, or our Mbogotos. Yeah. So thank you so much, guys. Keep on doing it. Let's go on a movie. It's not the end. This is only the beginning of everything. So, siya pambil. Yabonga, guys.
Siyabonga, Ms. Mabena, for your words of encouragement to our legends here today. Today we celebrate men and women who opened opportunities for the rest of us who are here. Because of their hard works, the company ihodile, and we also got to get opportunities. So we are quite grateful, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to our next item, technology, because of technology, people who are in Pretoria will be able to speak to us today. Currently on the program, we are going to have Ms. Molu Manisha from our Pretoria office. She's one of our attorneys. Are we ready? Okay. Correction, she's our head of.
Yeah, yes. On behalf, is everyone able to hear me? Okay, great stuff. On behalf of management, I wish to extend a warm welcome to all of you, and an especially warmer and heartfelt welcome to our esteemed guest of our Long Service Awards today. It is because of your contribution every single day that Mphela and Associates can boast the success that we are and remain to this day. When I joined the company in July 2016, instinctively, I knew that I was home. I immediately recognized that people within this company are and will always be its greatest assets. I saw that both Mr. Mphela and Mr. Matlala valued and took a personal interest in every single employee. This I saw from how they addressed employees and instilled a sense of belonging and pride in how employees presented themselves daily to all who meet them as ambassadors of the company. And of course, to ensuring the consistent upskilling and empowerment of its employees. Today, we see exactly this amongst the recipients of the awards. From Mr. Junior, who 14 years ago started in finance and HR and IT, I think as well, to now managing the dynamic finance team, whom we have seen introduce many innovative programs in finance to making our lives easier, who facilitated our transition to benchmarking salaries across the different grades and introducing ghost practice to the firm, amongst others. To Miss Mary Mphela, having started out 11 years ago as an admin or filing clerk, to now being part of the newly formed pre-litigation department in Pretoria, who are lodging claims, liaising with the fund, and even engaging in merit settlements during the pre-litigation phase. And Ms. Tebogo Mia, who 13 years ago joined the company as a receptionist or messenger also, not realizing that she was in fact destined to the role of liaison officer, managing our Pretoria fleet and drivers' daily timetables 7 days a week and making the necessary appointments for clients across the country. Essentially, being the face of the company as such with clients and our service providers. What about Mr. Nkokhatsi? 14 years, and here you are, a paralegal in your own right and successfully co-running the pre-litigation department in Groblersdal. To each of you, thank you, well done. We are so proud of you. A special mention must be given to Mrs. Mashlangu, with whom we have the pleasure in celebrating 32 years of service. Congratulations on your 10-year award as you celebrate a significant anniversary of your employment with us. Reaching this milestone is a very special occasion for us because it bears testimony of your loyalty to our Mphela family over the years. And for that, we say thank you for your hard work and dedication. Mr. Malapani, Mrs. Marbello, and Ms. Sindani, congratulations on your 15 years of service. You too have reached important milestones at Mphela and Associates. We both acknowledge and appreciate your many years of service and dedication to making our vision, mission, and values come true every day for every single client. I must also extend a personal note of gratitude to Mrs. Marbello for doubling up as both a legal secretary and an internal events coordinator to so many of our celebrations. Your commitment to service excellence, diligence, efforts, loyalty, and hard work just to your fellow colleagues are the cornerstones of who we are, all of which are qualities that you epitomize daily. Ma'am Grace, you are our beloved gogo and anchor. Salute and thank you. Mrs. Matsimela, Ms. Maki Mia, Mr. Motsoaledi, and Ms. Lekalakala, 11 and 10 years respectively. Congratulations. This is a significant year for each of you as you celebrate this important service anniversary with us. Each of you contribute invaluably to our positive culture and environment. To Lena and to Delina, during my time working with you, I have come to appreciate your support not only to me in my role, but also across the different span of projects and activities that we engage in now and into the future to make our professional lives that much easier and ensuring service excellence to our clients. And Mr. Motsoaledi and Ms. Makimia, we can see why you are held in such high regard amongst your peers. Continue to lead by example with your true collegial spirit. To each of you individually and collectively, on behalf of management, we say thank you. Thank you for your high levels of service that you provide. Your humility, generosity, and kindness are consistent source of motivation and inspiration, and your dedication and work ethic remain exemplary. We wish you many more years of success. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Malu, for your beautiful words of encouragement from management. I'm sure today we are going to learn a lot from these recipients. they'll give us their recipes gore ba fihle these years go hlagileng go diragala. I'm sure we are going to learn something from them. Nna ke shetse ganyane 8 years le na as papadi, so 2 years nyane o le mpotse gore ke fihle 10 years, what must I do? Right now I'm going to call up upon Miss Vanessa Mudluli. She's going to read messages of encouragement. My selector, Kaba Sabine Mudluli Abatamil. Ke khopela a song Lerata Efe or anyone, mara ke khopela le jive. Let's show that we are alive. Especially Lena, our legends. I can get Lena. You are all excited. I want an example of Lena. You can come forward, they'll dance for these. Let me take this opportunity to thank you, Program Director, for this wonderful opportunity to stand here in such a auspicious event. I greet Mr. Mphela and Mr. Matala in the name of Jesus, amen. And I greet everyone in the name of Jesus, amen. I am here to read messages from everyone. Dear conquerors, you have set an exemplary standard for all of us with your hard work and dedication. Your positive attitude towards work inspires everyone here to give their best. It's your work anniversary today, and we are thankful for having you with us. Continue with your hard work, loyalty, dedication with all the upcoming years of work. From security officers and operations support officer. Good day, everyone. It is with great pleasure that Mphela and Associate had called us here today to witness a true definition of loyalty, consistency, and hard work. It is with the vision and dedication of management and hard work from employees that opportunities for newcomers become available, and we don't take that for granted. Thank you very much. From Mr. Keka. Through the years, your efforts have helped the company's success. Together, we take pride in your accomplishments and your commitment to excellence. Congratulations, Temake. Sure. This is in Sipedi. Bagolo. Bari. Kudumela moepa tute haro le homu leo le tswago hauswi. Your dedication to the company has been an inspiration to us. Your commitment, dedication will not be forgotten, and I hope you, your family, and friends enjoy this special day of celebration. Congratulations. Mamuswe Umakola. Dear all, we are so proud to have you as part of our work family.
Thank you for your dedication and loyalty in growing Mphela and Associates, and congratulations on achieving the anniversary award today. Keep on the good work. Halala. There's no name. Dear winners, your contributions to the organization are greatly valued and well respected. You have never failed to put the organization first with your hard work, loyalty, and diligence, which are the cornerstones of great employees, and we are glad that you have all these qualities. Today we are celebrating your hard work, and there isn't any better moment than today to appreciate you and wish you good luck for many years to come. From General Assistants, Cleaners, and Operations Support Officer. Congratulations to your years of service at Mphela and Associates Attorneys. Your dedication and commitment has piloted all that we see today, gigantic black law firm. We are proud to have witnessed this mileage of service that all of you have achieved, and we shall continue to embark in a professional bond for many years to come. Cheers to all the incredible years of work. From Sifiso Makoba. To all those receiving awards of long service, warm felicitations from the Polokwane office. In an age when job hopping is fashionable, the continual search for better opportunities and new experiences means staff seldom stay longer than a few years. This makes today's celebration of you special, for it has been set aside to celebrate all of your loyalty, devotion, commitment to the firm. Your many years of service are a testimony to this. May today be a gentle and clear reminder that your contributions to the firm are noticed, much appreciated, and valued. We salute you for being loyal employees of Mphela and Associates Attorneys Inc. Felicitations again on this career milestone. Warm regards, Belinda. My heartiest congratulations to all the award recipients. I wish we continue to hold our strong professional and personal bond for another years to come. Your positive attitude towards work inspires everyone here to give their best. Nompumelelo Masango. Good day to the Master of Ceremony, directors and members of staff of Mphela and Associates Attorneys, in attendance to those watching this long service award ceremony online. Employees are the cornerstone to any business, and even with the technological advances being made, human-to-human interaction is still preferred by most clients in the service industry. Having said this, I would like to congratulate my colleagues that attained 10-year anniversary of service with the firm and above. I say thank you to every one of you, as your efforts and contributions have helped shape what Mphela and Associates Attorneys is currently. It is a milestone achievement for both the firm and the employees involved. It is a great feat to have 12 employees actually attaining 10 years of service and above. Thank you for your loyalty, dedication, and we wish to follow your footsteps. Thank you. Doesn't have a name. Congratulations on your long service award. Everyone likes to feel appreciated. Being recognized for the work you do increases contentment and makes you want to work even harder. This is why saying congratulations is one of the most basic forms of employee appreciation and is so important. It is time to celebrate all the hard work that led to this joyful occasion, and always remember, we make a living by what we get and we make life by what we give. I would like to wish each and every one of you a happy 10-year working anniversary. Congratulations, today is your day. Regards, Lorraine Buisa. Re tla tšea maela go tšwa go lena, ga gata mehlala ya lena, wa kgauswi mme Mahlangu ka mail room. Re a le lebogisha ka moka le company from the mail room. Thank you.
Lona kangithandi oh no ufuna ukungiyuza I know uthanda imali yami ufuna imali yami Lona kangithandi oh no ufuna ukungiyuza I know uthanda imali yami ufuna imali yami Now she wanna go ngoba kayitholanga igoli Yazilabantwana basegoli bazodidisa ingqondo
Thank you, Ms. Mutloli, for reading the messages from our co-workers. We are now going to move on to a very important item for the day. It's item for handing over the awards. We are going to be assisted by Mr. Matlala. He's a director of Mphela and Associates. He's the head of litigation. Ke mokoni ntshidogolo. A ke tse go se reta go fihla gole nga be ke tseba ne ke tla go reta mokoni. But we are honored to have a leader like you today and to be assisting us with the handing over of the awards. Our recipients ready. Our recipients ready. Why lady ho? Life Negelina was going to be over the moon, guys. It's not easy. The podium. Wa. Kar little krea ke di gold it's a lena diloze. Ke surely fihla mo high little tabo little fihla. Yes, because like deserve. Mokoni, ke tlo thusha ka go balla maina o tla. Or you wanna say something?
Ko dumela moepatutse a go lekumolele tša go kgauswi. Let me thank Princess Ramupudu and ke ise hlompho go our managing director Mr. Mphela ke le dumediše ka moka. I have the moment has arrived. The reason why we are here to honor. Is it off? Should I take off my mask? For the first time in a very long time. I would just like to say a few words before I actually present the awards. I have stories for days about some of the employees that are receiving these awards. Unfortunately, it's not my place today to say that. But I must say, this is not for show. This is a genuine gesture by us, because we appreciate that employees are the biggest asset that a company has. They can either make you or break you. The people that we are celebrating today are people that have shown loyalty at its best to the company. These are people that have taken ownership of the vision that we have. These are the people that decided to stay. These are the people that have brought their relatives and their friends and took ownership of what we do and said, we can help you. We know of people who work in certain places of employment who would say, when their relatives say, can I bring my claim to you? They say, hey, no, You know, where people don't even trust their employers to carry out the mandates that they're supposed to carry out. So we appreciate you because you believe in our vision. Without you, we would not be where we are. Mrs. Mulu has touched on the roles that various employees play or played for us to be where we are. You have been our greatest ambassadors. We know that there are people who come here just because you work here. They don't know Matlala, they don't know Mphela, they know you and they trust you. And you in turn trust us not to disappoint those people. And for that, we thank you. Somebody touched on the issue of job hopping. It's very rare in this day and age where you find people staying for as long as you've been with us. It has become fashionable. I've had the privilege to go through various CVs, and basically an average young person stays about 2 to 3 years with one employer and then moves on. Yes, other people will say, you're not ambitious, you're stuck, you're this and that, but stability is the main thing. There's no need to be jumping around if you believe in what you're doing and you're growing while you're doing it. We know that some of you have taken to studying, some of you have developed yourself, some of you have gone on and done other things, business-wise and otherwise, to grow as individuals. And that in turn means that we are also growing, and we appreciate that. The thing about stability that you give us when you stay here for as long as you have is that you strengthen the foundation that we have. I imagine a situation where there was no one here that was an employee 10 years ago. It means we lose our DNA, basically. Now we know that we have encyclopedias here. We have people that we can reference and say, you remember in 2013, there was this client, man, Ramudi Seetsi. Yeah? We have people that know A to Z what would have happened with those matters. I can go to Mr. Ngwaz or to Mrs. Mahlangu and say, no, there was a file, man. This person was from Lukau. I don't remember the name, but this is the type of person it was. And then they will be able to help me out. So, and we appreciate that. That gives us a solid foundation to build on. Without going lolo, let me take this opportunity to then present you with these certificates that we are here to see you receive. And I've been informed reliably that the SMSs have long been received. Is it true? No SMSs? Okay. We have to take you to a lie detector test. Okay, thank you. Mrs. Ramuburu.
Novele mongabo. Now she wanna go. Ngoba kayithola ngigod. Yazi labantwana basejozi bazokudidisa ingqondo vele mangabo. Ayi uthando lunje nolamanga we. 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 Ayi uthando lunje nolamanga we.
Say jahile, oh, it's a thing that's in nasty
Thank you. We are going to proceed now. As we call out your name, you're going to come to the stage. Mr. Mphela will hand out the award to you. And then I believe you all have messages to say. We are going to start with Mr. Michael Motswaledi for 10 years of service. Motswalo.
Leboge award ya lehono ke rata go dumedisha Mr. Mphela e leng our director and Mr. Matlala ke re colleague tše ke bereka go le tšona Mr. Malapane o ke bereka le ena ka mo departmenteng ya driving le ba bangwe ba berekšane mmogo ka nna le ono ke no ipotsa gore a ke prepare selo a ke tlo prepare 10 years ka 3 minutes ke tlo no leboga ke leboga the opportunity ke bile le yona go bereka mo ga Mr. Mphela ke ile ka re ntse ke tsamaya ka hotse gore ke tabe go go bereka mo go kena ka motetema ba rana ba nya ke di CV mo la Mr. Mphela go kena ka phokona ba nya ke di CV mo la Mr. Mphela so ke mo ka bona re no go bereka mo ke nthongwe go everybody wa botsisha ora a gone monyetla mona ke no ipotsa le hono ke tla ka reno a ke tlo apara eta Jameson ke tlo apara eta tse ka go dira ka salary ya mathomo 10 years back so ke a leboga a ke fitla 10 years back mo ke fitlele 2012 ja February a wa ke fitlile banka mogela ka office ya Miss Mahlangu a wa laetša mmereko the following day ka 13 ka boa a wa ke sa tlwela mmereko ke no makala batho ba tšhaba mo di-passage ke timola ka di-office a ke lebela re go tšhabiwa mo go kena Mr. Mphela mo ka ra ke tlo go gotlelela mo aye wa tšhabiwa mo phela mara ntse ke ithuta Mr. Mphela ka botsa gore go dira mmereko wa go le ntšula ka selo le go le teng till today a ke le tsebe ga botse ke no tseba re dumedišana so ka ipotsa gore ke dira mmereko wa ka and ke rata go leboga gore no le le hona ke tsebe ntšula gage and go ne tse dintse ya ile a nthuša tsona personally mara ke tlatla ke le mema ke a leboga
Thank you, Mr. Motswaledi. We are now going to request Mrs. Lina Lekalakala.
Setolo sa Mphela moleti wa tša chipi tse ding di a hlonama ke nna Pheladi sereto sa ka ke kutlwa ke ba emotional ga ke nagana kwa ke tswang le mo ke leng gona le gono le ka baka la MD tsa rona ke rate ke di dumedisa ka Mphela Thobela Mr. Matlala ke le lebo my colleagues, Groblersdal, Pretoria, and Polokwane, Mrs. Mulu, our head of litigation, Eiling Hurricane, my boss, Kiberkat Lasahare, Kemo Leboge. I get an Mphela. Not such a face, Narsa Tlefetse, Retsago Shai Diana Mphela and Associates. I get compare like what is one good thing, what very killing good thing, Matomo. I get Latakana Mr. Mphela and Zantli Sakwahoyen. Interview like a Naka Nam. And then I'm sorry, Mr. Mphela Casca Comlomara and Telehurumo Hatemauto. So Remo Kanakoyona e Cabo Loyalty Barona with Teperi. It started as a receptionist. Mphela. Hana ya le ke bereka kwa ke filing clerk ya ga Mrs. Mulu ya head of litigation. And then ke a leboga ba botlhe ba mphang support. Go bane ko mmerekong ke hana go eleng hore re spendana go intsi ko teng. Tshwantse ke be happy he ke le mo. Ke be ana ka Mphela and associate ko ha re fetsana go nyane fela le batho. Then na go intsi re spend at work. So Mr. Mphela ke a leboga, Mr. Matlala. A ke tsore nkareng. Like I feel emotional. I don't want to show people my tears. Thank you.
Moving on, we are now going to call Miss Dimakatso Mea. And Khopela le telle jaiva.
Manchi, but came you call Leboha. Kitilo Leboha, Mr. Mphela, Mr. Matlala, I will live on here, the Salbala Lena Kazenaka, a ceiling and Putzore, Banyagabato, has a hanchi, Muto out Lisa Maverakan Cote, Kirabo Haliperekisano, Erberekisan and Gayona, Kihopula Hakisan Hakisanamuka 2012. Next Salmanana Nakilumana, Kilimamuru, Tilaki, keep behavior. Kofula Mr. Matlala tsatsile lenga a tlile go officing ang kra ka lunch ne ke le motho lo fasta too much a ke tse borutsi bile bjang a ke re a mpotsa a re kwena di makatso sa jeng ka lunch ka re ha o kora re ba ntseba kora re ha ba ntsebe ka tse bete ka hopola le tsatsile leng Mr. Mphela a tlile go officing na ya toilet ang kra ke motho lo ke rata ho bina ang kra a tla toilet go purchasing ang kra ke bina ke tsohile ke re mo ha mo ko ka tseno ko ngwala report. But uchikinile tlhogo a re a kushitse gore ka molapeng ba tshwane hona le ba bangwe ba ka mona le ba bang ba ka mo so ke leboga opportunity e ke a leboga ke tsore ke reng a ke na mantswe.
Thank you, Dimakatso. We are now going to call Miss Mary Mogola.
Kalina kena senjeng Mary Mugola. Ki tswakele Tafelkop. Right, ke goletse gona ka mo Tafelkop ka mo Limpopo. Ke rata go leboga Mr. Mphela for tseka moka tse ileng gore o kgonne go ba nthusitse ka tsona yena le Mr. Matala. Ke leboga Mogale, ke leboga Mokoni, ke leboga go Menagane. Yes, yo. Okay. I got. Okay. I'm overwhelmed, yo, to be one of the people who are being honored today. I'm really grateful for everything that Mphela and Associates has done for me. I'm really grateful for them supporting me during the loss of my mother. It was really hard, but then Mphela and Associates has always been there to support me. And ke a tshepisha le nna gore mengwaga e ka moka e me 11 e ke berekile mo ga Mphela ke santsane ke tlo tswella pele ke ba an asset to this company. Ke leboga thata ke thomile ke sa le monyane mo nka thoma go mathomong ke lo tse dintsi tse leng gore di ra mo phelong ba ka go thoma at the age of 17 ke gopola gona le ngwago mongwe Mr. Matala sala mention gore I started here ke sa le o monyane. I really started here at a tender age for ke fihlelle mo ke fihlellang ke ntse ke le filing clear ke go fihlela mo ke fihleletse last year when I was been appointed to be work as a secretary for pre-litigation. Ke leboga thata. Thank you.
Miss Mogola. We are now going to call out for Mrs. Delina Mazimela for 11 years of service. I'm feeling opportunity lena today for ke be mo am piditse gore ke tle mo pele and then ke tšele sebaka se ke dumediše batlhomphegi ba leng magareng a rena leng ntate Mphela le ntate Matlala nna ke motho wa tšhaba batho ya ke tseba ga jalo mara ke rata tshega ke smile. I feel so honored to be invited and being part of this hour. Okay. I feel so honored to be invited and being part of this long service award ceremony. And I thank God for making it possible and successful. Bacheje ba ntlhalositse leina la ka ke nna Delina Matsemela ke tswa Pretoria branch ke fihlile mo ke lwa ga matsama aya o bontsha re gale re le mo ke fihlile mo Mphela and Associates ka 2010 it was June and then re ke fihla mo ka kry lerato le borutho I remember ke tsamaya mo ne ke bereka ona ba gana ka nna then pelo ke le botlhoko re no ko Mphela opportunity o tsamaya before nna but then Mr. Mphela re no a go tshweng bereka 15 days e ba re ngwa ba kolota yona it's fine o tla tlo thoma
ntho nka le botsang yona ka Mphela and Associates ke gore ke black ya lerato a se mmereko fela ke family. As we are here, we are family. And then ka dilo tse ding, it's not about work. Ge o na le mathata, family ba gona for wena. Ge o le mo lethabong, they will be there for you. I know from the experience. Ke like fihla mo 2010, the following year my father passed away. It wasn't easy. I was still new, but they were there for me. Azange ba lebella gore no wena o sa tlo fihla re ka se go fe lerato la batho ba ileng khale ba le mo. Batho ba ile ba mfa lerato. And like on my wedding day, they were there to be happy with me. Mr. Mphela, Mr. Matlala, ke a leboga. I feel so honored. Ke a leboga.
Kwa ditaba tsa go tlala gore batho ba experience ya bona. I hope le butse ditsebe, you are learning la kwa gore ba fihle mo ba fihlile bjang. We are now going to move on to Ms. Tebogo Meya for 13 years of service.
Tsukulu kulele nsimini onkuziwe abangane bamanga ongitsheliwe thiwa mina bazongidlala ongikuziwe abangane bamanga ongitsheliwe thiwa mina bazongidlala ngibatshela ukuthi ngizelo mhlobo wami
I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to be part of this firm. And this firm has been everything to me. It means everything to me. And to Mr. Mphela and Mr. Matlala, I'm very honored to be serving under your leadership. To me, you are the good leadershipers, and above all, you are our fathers. So for that, I'm very thankful. Thank you.
Miss Mia, it was all about how bolela. But really, I'm surprised. Let's just speaking now. Kill it all. Yeah. We are now going to call out Mr. NSG. Yeah.
Onkuziwe abangane bamanga ongitsheliwe thiwa mina bazongidlala ongikuziwe abangane bamanga ongitsheliwe thiwa mina bazongidlala ngibatshela ukuthi ngizelo mhlobo wami
before for 14 years of service.
Good morning or good afternoon. Our Managing Director, Mr. Mphela, our Director, Mr. Matlala, Master of Ceremony, the Princess, my fellow receivers of the awards, and everyone else. They are still coming. I would like to apologize for my voice. I'm not 100% okay. But I would like to speak in my language. I think everyone was speaking their language. Are you comfortable? I've been here 14 years. You don't know Shona. Are you comfortable? Maswera say. Maswera say. Maswera say. So, my journey started in 2008 January with this firm. It has been a very long journey, but we're not tired yet. As you can see, I think I'm the only manager that you know, and also that is receiving this award. I don't know whether it's because I haven't resigned or the other managers from other departments have been coming and going. So finance, you still have to do, and company. Unless they elevate me, I'm still here as a finance manager. So I started this firm as an office manager, with this firm as an office manager. And by then we didn't have all these fancy offices. We didn't have, I also didn't have all these fancy cars that I have. I didn't have even a house in Zim. I was just a refugee, an asylum seeker. And the panel that interviewed me, they did put me into this position. They trusted me with this position of office manager for such a big firm. I didn't know it was big by then. But where we are today, I can only thank God for that journey. I've been through a lot as a person. I've had, I know you guys are talking about funerals and weddings. Yeah, there's also something that you don't know, that during xenophobia, I had food soldiers that were looking after me in this firm. The people who were transporting me home right from the office to where I used to stay in Denelton. I even got a pepper spray. I didn't know how to use it. I don't know from who, but from the directors. So that goes to show how much they valued me as a person, not as a foreigner. It means a lot to me, because every time when I look at that, when I look at my fellow countrymen that are working around the world, the treatment that they sometimes get, it's not very good. But at Mphela and Associates, wow, 100%. I've always got my salary for 14 years, guys. Let's give this gentleman a round of applause. I've never got my salary late, unless I delayed it because I was processing it. We've been paid through COVID, throughout COVID. We even got a bonus after COVID. Come on, guys. Another round of applause. So we have seen, we have moved from, I think House Grace, you remember, from we at Nedbank building when I joined, to Salu building. Now we are at Mainland, our own home. Here we were at Fort Reka there. I think Soledi was right. Yeah? Everyone was running away when, actually it's not when Mr. Mphela walks in. When Triple M 949 GP drives in. So that's how things were. That's how things are still are. And that's how things are going to be. So thank you very much. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for this award. I do appreciate it. It means a lot to me and my family. Thank you.
Mhlobo wami osawola lapho
Mr. J. I guess what le bone ntwe nna ke bone Mr. J ga itla mo ka mka le bethile matsogo la wisila go feta ba bang ba ka moka a ke tsebore ke le celebrity or ka re ke ena finance manager le tsogo le wa kere ba tsogo wa atle mahala Mr. J ora rotla lukisha kere. Okay, we are now going to move on to Mr. Osea Nkwagati, also 14 years of service.
Good day. I would like to take this opportunity to thank management of Mphela and Associates, our MD, Mr. Mphela, our director, Mr. Mphela, and all members of the team. Today we are celebrating my 15 years of service towards this prestigious firm. In the 15 years that I've been here, I've grown well as a legal practitioner and as well as a person. It is in that regard that I would like to extend my words of gratitude to all of you that have shaped me into the person I am today, from the day I joined this firm until today. I'm thankful of being part of this great family, and I hope we get to spend another 15 years of great working and personal relation. I thank you.
Ara go leboga Mr. Nkwagati ke bona ma teacher a rena mo na rutile tse dintsi go Mr. Nkwagati. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, manene na manene guys, did I say it right? Manene na manene guys. Okay, so totally breaking yana 5 minutes. Mara kufeli time to reach the break.
Oh man, just under some nang zoktola good. I will meet you at the river. I will meet you at the river. Muzomton and Promenade, this kind of sun. I will meet you at the river. I will meet you at the river. Muzomton and Promenade, this kind of sun. Zongtolen Promenade, Zongtolen Promenade, Nisogala. I will meet you at the river. I will meet you at the river. Zongtolen Promenade, this kind of sun. I will meet you at the river. I will meet you at the river. Zongtolen Promenade, this kind of sun. Zongtolen Promenade, Zongtolen Promenade, Nisogala. I will meet you at the river. I will meet you at the river. Zongtolen Promenade. Ngiyamthanda lo mntwana oh sondela sondela sandwa sondela naluthando lwami lugcine lonke lubukalanye noma bengathi ningawe bamba isandla sami ngeke ngikuphokhe Uthula sithandwa sami lohlala ningowakho kude sondela sandwa sondela naluthando lwami lugcine lonke lubukalanye noma bengathi ningawe bamba isandla sami sondela sondela sandwa sondela naluthando lwami lugcine lonke lubukalanye noma bengathi ningawe bamba isandla sami ngeke ngikuphokhe hlala ngikuthanda ungowami kude uyova ngeke ngikuphokhe ukuthula yandaya sithandwa sami lohlala ningowakho kude ngeke ngikuphokhe
Tanda kunjalo
Noma kanjani Noma kanjani Noma kanjani
Darling, say how much I love you. I got this message for you, DT. I don't give my all. Darling, this is I got this message for you, DT. I don't give my all. 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 I don't
Thank you. I hope we are all back. Thank you, my selector. Music wara wesh. Umnata ker. Ora rare face amo hesh. Our recipients, le ready. Baba Shetzing. Eh? Okay, we are now going to call Ramita Sister G Maraki Grace Sindani for 15 years of service.
For the pain and the stress, it made me who I am. Now I'm standing under ice, and baby say how much I love you. I got this message for you, DT. I don't get for my arm. I got this message for you, DT. I don't get for my arm. I don't get for my I don't get for my arm. I don't get for my I don't get for my
Sanbonani, ikamalami crazy wakasindani. To God Almighty, the renewer of my strength. If it was not for Him, I wouldn't make it. Ubukango 3 every day, there's no pap and milk. But with God on my side, I make it. To our MDs, Mr. Mphela and Mr. Mphela, I wish all the best to the company, facing current challenges, seizing new opportunities, and build resilience for the future. I thank the MDs for the incredible support provided to us on difficult times. 2020-2021 was not an easy year for us, but you make it. You managed to keep the company looking at all the families who are depending on you. I thank you all. God may bless you all the times and keep you with your families on His palm of His hands. I thank you.
I don't get for my I don't get for my
Siyabonga, Sister G. We are now going to call on to Mr. Malapani for 15 years as well of service.
Give me Star 621 DJ Dad.
Tawela kamka kamo njoro ngwarena mote itajumisha kamara ngwana abele ga tsamaya oro belega abula wa tsuga anamela dieta tsamaya wa palawa thomo shuma mo hey go botata era para di shoti era para i shoti ba sara para suta para tai go botata re tswa ka bo 4 re bua ka bo 10 di overtime awa versa di uti no ti pereke go le monate go le monate re sepela ka di di 3 to 3 60 di 3 to 3 ra tla spela ka di venture hey o nyolla bona rana me na bela ga ishoti bo ro butšisha mo tseleng direction unya kanyi akere ba sai ba tja ro wa free right to hospital ar unya kanyi aba tsoro unya ka direction a wa ngane tsoro go tsela mo kai ba ro ka lo njwale a wa no ba bona ba jo ba lo ju bona di ke gore ke tsa mapara ke a o tlhodi nyaka o ya kae ke tsa mapara Mr. Mphela Mr. Matala ra leboga re tswa lena gole ba bang ba ba ga seretse no ka ba khale re timile ka ba kala modimo lo Mr. Mphela Mr. Matala ba thega go fila mo re leng ona ra leboga re gona pare isutu le ho re feta re ya bo spa a re tša ba gone go dumeditša o tsa ba bone mago a re tšaba gore ba no tšhaba botšwa gane le lawyer na re la leboga modimo a re okeletše a lokeletše matšatši thank you
Been around the world and there's no place like home. Oh, Africa, how beautiful you are. I've been around the world and there's no place like home. Oh, Africa, how beautiful you are. Your smile and your heart, your love.
Ke bona ka re le tlo thoga tulo tse ka re le tšhabo bina le emeletse le no fele le bina mo ditulong and the music is nice. Ra go leboga Mr. Malapane ne re tla tseba ka gore le thomile ka dishoti re leboga gore re boditse gore le thomile kae ra suta ka moka ka baka la lena ba re le celebrate-ang ka tseno ka baka la lena di legends. And now re tlo gopela go emisha Mrs. Mangwane Moabelo for 15 years.
Beautiful you are. Oh, Africa.
Ke leboga le gore ba re boditše gore 3 minutes mara ke no leboga gore ke bone di legend mola ba dirile di 1.5 2 so ba ntšhietše amen. E re ke tšee sebaka se ke leboge our managing director Mr. Mphela, our director Mr. Matlala, ke re go bona ke a leboga. Ga ke tlo bala go ya le ka gore mang ke eng e re ke no re ka gore ke lebogile beng ba naga beng ba rena beng mošomo ke boe gape ke leboge batho ka moka ba le go gona ke leboge le work forum go no re rema nokeng and then ke leboge le babogedi ba rena ba social media online akere. Okay. Nna ge ke thomo bereka mo ga Mphela ke kwa ka moka ba tlhalosa gore ba thomile kae ke berekile mo ga Mphela ka nnete re batho today because of this company. Ke rile ke sana le 3 months ke bereka mo. Unfortunately my husband passed
My son was 9 years, I think, Nani Kinalibo, 29 or 30, yeah. But today saying Ugogo, Kia Leboha, Sapoto Kamoka, Lekarache Kamokana, Kibiksamaki Toto, Waki Palelwa, Salumunyani, Kiklon. So Kiboni supporter Mr. Matlala, Kiboni supporter Mr. Mphela. So Kirato Leboha. Akina Rauta le Silivera Bagolobaka. Kinore, thank you. When I think about where I started with Mphela and Associates, I become emotional. And with the time allocated for us, because I can't fully express my gratitude. However, what I can say is thank you, Mr. Mphela, for being our great leader, our motivator, our teacher, and our doctor. It is not easy working for the same company for so many years. However, working for Mr. Mphela and Mr. Matlala has been a blessing that I persevered. It is 1,000 pities that many individuals I studied with are not sitting here with us today. But I am incredibly grateful for all my colleagues for their continuous support and patience throughout my 15 years of service. For all new employees, if you understand and enjoy your work, be confident that the next several years of work will pass with lightning speed. Of course, commitment is not easy. As the saying goes, no pain, no gain. However, success makes sacrifices worthwhile. Thank you. Irikiti tsibishe ka botlalo. Akere 10 years e nngwe e sa tlo ba golenyana or 5 years. So irikiti tsibishe ka botlalo. Na ke setlogolo sa babina tau. Ke ngwana wa bo sekgathume sa mapota. Ke ngwana wa bo sekgathume sa mapota wa bo tsoko la mothupa pudi kanyane. A re go ga ke mothupa a ke thupe kgomo ke se mmereki. So se no ra gore ko dumela moepa thutse ga go le khumo le le tswa go gausu. Ke bua soko di ben sa miriti me be di miraro menya maloba. Sa bo mmaselepe go mela mahlaku. O tla rema le mila. Ga ke tshabe baditi ke tshaba Mphela mogalo mo show le diatla. Ke tshaba mokone wa bontshi digolo Matlala. Thank you.
Chipiri bakile ratabato, iri chipiri bakile ratasavana, iri chipiri bakile ratabato, iri chipiri bakile ratasavana.
Leboga Mangwane Moabelo e gape ke letse ke ruta a ke rena lena re batlogolo ba bina tau o shogo ke letse ke moruta sereto a ra leboga ma Moabelo hesh motho re lo mmitsa now he mengwaga ga ya ntshosha gore lo re ke tle ke bolele ke a teka. Ladies and gentlemen, I allow me, as I'm going to call on. Let's stand up for her. I feel we need to honor her. Mrs. Johanna Mahlangu Piswani, for 32 years of service.
Ke rata go tšea sebaka se ke leboga yena moswara marapo ye wa mphileng nako gore ke eme mo pele ga lena ke tle ke bolele ka go aba ga sefoka sa ka lehono. Ke dumediša baetapele ba ka moka, director Mr. Mphela le MD ya rena Mr. Matlala. Okay, MD Mr. Mphela le director Mr. Matlala, sorry. Ke tshogile. Ke kgopela tshwarelo bagolo ba ka. Ke tše dintši tše nka di bolelang
ka feme ye ya Mphela and Associates. Ke thomile go bereka mo ga Mphela ka di 1 tša April 1989. Bontši ba lena mo ne le se gone go sebe gona ga lena ne le se labelegwa. Ee, ke thomile go bereka le Mr. Mphela ka Bahunia Center. Officing e nyane e na le di-room tše di 3. Re bereka re le 4 mo go yona. E le Mr. Mphela le Civil Mutshweni le nna le Mr. Magampa. Go tloga mo re hlehlile mo toropong go fihlela le hono ge re dutse re thekgile ditho re le mo. Go berekeng ga ka ke thomile go bereka ke na le 21 years. Azanka no thoma ke le o moka. Ke tla ke ba botsa ba berekišane ba ka ba ke berekang le bona gore le nna ke itse ka lekana le lena. Ke thomile mo ke lekana le lena. Ne nka thaba le lena le tle le fihle mo ke leng gona le hono. Ke rato leboga Mr. Mphela monyetla o a mphileng wona le bohlale bo a mphileng bona. Nkebe se ka Mr. Mphela le hona ke tsebe gore nkebe ke le kae. O tša nkgotlelela ra kgotlelelana le yena le gentše ne go se bose. A gona mo mmerekong e leng mo go bose. Gore mmerekong e begwa go bose ke taba yang ya kgotlelelo le tlhompho. Ga o ya mmerekong o te tsebe gore o yelang. O swa ela gore wene ga o ya mmerekong o no ya ka gobane go a berekiwa. O swantse gore o tsebe ntwe o e etseng mmerekong. Re berekile le Mr. Mphela ka Bahunia Center ra tloga ka mo pele ra ya ka morago gona mo centeng ya Bahunia. Go tloga mo ke ge re theoga re ya Klep Street. Re berekile Klep Street le gona femo ne se ya gola. Ne re sa fo ba malwanyana mara re oketšegile. Ra joina ke Mr. Matlala ka 1999. Gore joineng ga Mr. Matlala ke ge re khuduga ka Klep Street re ya 4th Tracker Street. Go fitleng ga rena 4th Tracker Street company e ya thomo gola. Company ga e thomo gola ya thoma ra ba le babereki ba bantši. Go goleng gwa company yona company ya boa ya tswala company ya Pretoria. Ka seo ke nyaka gore go lena ke re mmerekong go nyaka gore le kgotlelele ne go se monate. Mr. Mphela lapisi wa resha gare Mr. Mphela ga tswelela motho mongwe le mongwe na shake. Mara ka yeo nako lapisa e bolelang ne ba shake bokaone. Rena re tswang gole le yona company. Ne o re Mr. Mphela ga tsena le wena o tikwa o tshoga. Gore le mistake le go swa dira mistake mara go lebana le gago le Mr. Mphela ne o tikwa o tshoga le phoso wa e dira. Mphela wa batha sa bolele selo nete go no motšhaba ka mogona ntse a le ka gona. Ke tlhoke ba botsa ba berekishane ba ke ra wa lena le fitlhile go le monate. Lena le fitlhile go le monate ka bana le a gone fetša be ke Mr. Mphela tsa mmone ba re gona mo company mara le sa mmone. Nna Mr. Mphela ke mo tseba go tloga gale. Mr. Mphela ke motho ke hard work. Ileng hard worker. Ga le hard worker o nyaka le wena o be hard work. Yena a se ka ba hard worker wena wa relax. Mr. Mphela ga go file mmereko na o nyaka ka yona nako e mmereko. E re ge o chaisha ile 5 o'clock. Mr. Mphela a tla ro le di file a re ka moswane ke a Pretoria prepare di file tše. Mara ka go ikemišetša o tseba gore o nyakang o tla di prepare di file tša Mr. Mphela gore ka moswane a gona sepela le tsone. Banong ke re go ba berekišane ba ka mokana ga lena. Ke re se le se nyakang le tla se hwetša ge le ka kgotlelela. Kgotlelelo e tswala katlego. Ntho e nngwe le nngwe ge o ikemišeditše o tla fetša o e tseba. Go nja leko ga Mphela awa ke gae ga mahlako. Ntho e nngwe le nngwe re a direlwa re file di uniform gore mo toropong re di kgoši batho ba bona rena batho ba ga Mphela ba bona re le batho ba bang ba entle ke ba re tšhaba. ba re tšhaba le go kgwatha motho a ntse ga go kgwatha go gobela ski se sa fetše ka gobane go gobela ski se mo o ba no pušiša gore motho o bereka di-lawyereng a ke re ba tšea gore motho moga o bereka di-lawyereng tšhengwa le engwe lawyer tša go emela banong ba re tšhaba go lena ba berekišane ba ka mokana ga lena ke re a re kgotleleleng le tsebeng ntho le itletšeng mmerekong gore le lena ka le leng la matšatši re tle re eme mo le lena e le ge re celebrata di-anniversary tša bo di-10 15 20 le 33 years mo go lena go be leo a tlo go celebrata nna ena ke sa tlo 33 years engwa gape a gona felo mo ke yang 33 years engwa gape ke tlo e fetša ke le mo companying ya ga Mphela ke tlo tšwa mo ga Mphela ge ke šešane ke palelwa ke bona le nna gore ke a gapeletša bona le ge ba mpona gore ke a palela ba tšhaba gore go nna gore wa Mahlangu sepela gae o ikhuša nka se ka khutša sola nka ke sa kgona a mantšha ke nao ke a leboga ke re go lena kgotlelelang ka bone kgotlelelo e tswala katlego mafelelong le lena le tle lebe bao ba re tlong bang re le leša tseo le tla bang le fiwa tšona ka ona mantšu a ka manyane ke re ke a leboga it's just go bana le kgotlello le go rata so se dirang yes nna re le re fihla mo kwe ke lena le rutileng mama Mahlangu ke mthola gore go ka mmotsisa re file ya mamang ya 1999 gore o tlo go botsa re no motho file we e dira so gore le memory wa gage that's that good gore o dedicated to mmereko wa gage re leboga go bereka le wena mama Mahlangu modimo a go dišetse wa pele that was the end of Badi Awards ke gopela re ba itele matsogo ka moka ga bona we are thankful for all of you our legends our next speaker na maemo a ka ntshwanelo re nna ke meemishe ke a kgologotla ka mogare ga dieta tsewe go na le ba ileng gore le bona ba ka tshwanela go go ba emisha ke tlo gopela Mr. Matlala mokoni ntšhidikgolo a tla re emishetse our next speaker eling the managing director mokoni
I get no fitisha so between nna le mama Mahlangu re na le over 50 years ya go bereka ene be ke sa dira my maths ke le Mr. Mphela ka tlakantšha le ba team ya gage ba ka se re sware ka experience that's my filing clerk over there. The next speaker needs no introduction. In fact, if we the snippets of what you guys have said, very introduced. I don't need any script to speak about this man. I can speak about this man for hours. He's the pioneer. He's the founding member of this family. This is a man who decided in 1986 not to go to Rampathlele and open a law firm, not to go to Pretoria or Gauteng to open a law firm. He decided to come to this small town and start here. The rest is history. This is a man whose impeccable work ethic meant that when the new dispensation came in 1994, he could have shut his doors and said, guys, I'm going to the bench. And he decided to stay. His work ethic is as good as any other judge at any other level can be. He has put, like I've said before, Groblersdal on the map. And he's still going strong. He leads from the front. Some of us have learned a lot about work ethic from him. And he continues to inspire us. And it is my honor to present to you our Managing Director, Mogale, Mr. Mphela.
I normally speak off the cuff. I don't prepare speeches. But I thought today it's a special day for special employees who have shown their dedication and loyalty to this company for over a decade. And it is befitting, therefore, that I depart from the normal protocol and do things differently. Program Director, recipients of the awards, heads of litigation and branches, Director Mphela, litigation teams, managers, our admin support teams, members of the security teams, our fleet teams, corporate hygiene teams, and all our guests who have joined us virtually, I acknowledge your presence and I salute you. Today we celebrate and reward a very special breed of our employees. These are members of our team who displayed their unwavering commitment to this company by consistently and continuously offering their services for more than a decade. They carried this company on their backs for more than a decade. And by doing so, they persevered through all the difficult times and never gave up or quit. We can never thank you more for your continued and sustained loyalty. Loyalty is something that you don't just get as a given. Loyalty is something that takes a lot of courage, that takes a lot of discipline, that requires one to be focused. You religiously devoted your labor, time, and skills for the due fulfillment of your contractual obligation and employment responsibilities. Your dedication ensured that we kept our staff turnover low. By that we mean that when you look at other companies, people come and go, their staff turnover is high. And when your staff turnover is high, it affects the operations of your company. In order for you to sustain a business, you need stability. And these people here have given us that stability. And for that, we will ever be thankful for them. Your dedication ensured that we kept our staff turnover very low. On behalf of management, I wish to extend special words of gratitude to our longest serving member of Team Mphela, Mrs. Piswani, otherwise known as Johanna Matlangu. She has dedicated all her working life to this company, and for that we will be eternally grateful for your loyalty and contribution, Madam. We hope that someone within this company will one day break your record. I know you said you're going to be here for another 53 years, which is a very high, tall order for anybody to beat that record. If most of you can emulate her, this company will grow by leaps and bounds. Nematlangu, or Jago as she's affectionately called, we salute you. To the rest of the team, in whose honor we are hosting this August event, you have served us with devotion, distinction, and dedication. And you have remained resolute in your loyalty to this company. We are truly honored to have you as part of Team P. We know the journey was long and arduous one, but you never gave up. To all our guests of honor, and by that I mean you, as you rightly so deserve to be called, we are proud of you. And we value your selflessness and discipline, because it takes discipline to remain loyal. It means you are saying to yourself, this is the company that I've decided to work for, and I'm going to give it my all, and I'm committed to the cause, to the values, to the mission of this company. We value your commitment and truly appreciate your contributions throughout the years. Some of you started working here whilst you were in your early teens, and today you are proud parents, wives, husbands, and owners of homes. You are true champions of this company, and you can only hope you will continue this path until you are retirement. May your ancestors and God bless you. Before I thank everybody, now is the time to zoom in. Closing the formal speech. So let me talk to you. So where do I start? Maki, me. Maki is a very emotionally fragile young person. When she came there, it's true, she was always missing a step if I enter the office. But today I can see you are a grown-up woman. You have actually for the past 10 years showed us that you are made of very hard stuff. I just want to say to you, the journey always starts with a single step. That's a journey of 1,000 miles. Always start with a single step. And if you do not give up and continue to walk that path, you're going to reach your destination. Mogola. You know, when you employ teenagers, they are all over the shore. I think we've got one here. You just stand up there, Makola. You see that girl over there? She was almost the same age as Makola when she started. So you can sit down there. When she talks, even today, you think there's some baby in the background. She's got that voice of a child, and irrespective of her growing up and all of that, the voice still remains that of a kid. And sometimes you feel like you're not sure whether she's talking or she's crying. You know, when kids cry and they talk at the same time, that's how it sounds. Mrs. Likalakal. When we moved from the CBD to Menlo Park, there was a lady who used to work for us for Mpone Food. So Mpo said, no, I didn't say I've got some building that you can get there. There's a lady who helped me get this building. And eventually I got to know who that person is once we started working there. And she was just, you know, preparing a space for herself. Because how else do you not employ somebody who found you an office? So she was instrumental in that. And she's one of those employees, I'm sure you've seen her. She's not like House Grace. She's not an introvert. She's what we call an extrovert. She speaks her mind, and that's the character that she is. What's all? We happen to share the slave name with him. I happen to share this slave name with him. You know what is a slave name? Yes, I think we need to get rid of these slave names and just stick to our traditional names. I think there's nothing wrong with it. Like when you travel abroad, people ask you your name. If you say Stephen, but no, we want your African name. So people must be proud, Vanessa, to be called in the Mphela or Mphela, not Vanessa. Mutswalo. Now, I didn't know him. I knew his father before, but I didn't even know he exists. Because we were at the campus. I don't know if he was there already. In 1970, I don't think, 76. 76. You were not there, right? Yeah, no, yeah. So when the students at Soweto were throwing stones, he wasn't born yet. But I was with his father at the university. And little did I know that one day I'll be employing his son. And by the way, Mr. Mutoledi and Miss Mohola, they are paramedics and emergency services, they are qualified. So if there's fire here or people are injured, you know we are covered. So Mutoledi, it's a very how do I put it? He's a jolly person. In other words, you can talk to him, and he will, talk to you. You can joke, and he's easy to live with. He's amongst the drivers. He's the only one who's close to my wife. After that, it's Mr. Malapan. But the closest is this one. He came after Malapan. He overtake later. So, I'm just trying to show you the history and the family bond that we have as a company. Mama One. Mama One. Do you know who's Mama One? Yeah, no, he's not Tepo. No. Mr. Matlala is Tepo. He's not Tepo. We play in Alela, Mostrating, because, yeah, we know you. You are by night. We know that name. We know that name. When you are at the parties and all of that. But you never forgot that, you know, you have work to do. So, when he came here, he was from a very small law firm. The very law firm that Mrs. Mphela used to work for. So he came in and we taught him a lot. And now he's, you see how he looks now? He looks like he's a very shy person. Give him the night and beer. It's a different person altogether. And he walks around with his jeans, and then, you know, when this lint is protruding from behind, and he walks with his techies there. That's him. Very, very soft-spoken. Yeah, you'll always say, no. It's not true. What you're saying about him is not true. Yeah, but he's a very jolly fellow. I've learned to love him. I've learned to trust him over the years, and because I can send him even on my personal errands, of course, but I have to pay petrol for that. No, he doesn't negotiate on that. Matsimel. Yeah, when he came here, he was Miss Matsama. And I interviewed him. You know, back then, we didn't have the HR. Yeah, everybody could do that. So, because I wanted somebody to come in and help out. And during the interview, she impressed me so much, I called Mr. Sekam, who used to work for us. Said, come listen here. And I asked her the same question. And she responded. And he said, wow, that's interesting. So I said, I'm going to let her go. So we're going to keep this person. And I'm glad that you stayed and you're an asset to this company. Yeah. You know, there are other people, there are people, and then there are other people. In every society, you have those people that are always in the forefront. Either they're talking or doing certain things, but you'll never be able to miss them because they're always there. They talk, they argue, they do all sorts of things. And I'm sure I'm speaking for all of you if I say, I'm sure you know who I'm talking about. The ever talkative, loquacious, combative Mrs. Moabe. Now, you can ask each and every person who has worked with her. She's a straight talker. She shoots from the hip. She doesn't beat about the bush. If she doesn't like what you're saying, she'll come straight to you and tell you, I don't like that. If you had said something and it hurt her, she'll come to you and say, that is not okay. But she's also a crybaby. Yeah, those of you, I'm sure you know how many times she has cried in this office. She came here also from a small firm where Mr. Ngokas was working. You know, a one-man show. She was the secretary, the treasurer, the finance person, the receptionist, all rolled up in one. So when she came here, there's a lady who used to work for us. She retired, Mrs. Doe. Ladies, Licia is the whole. It's another name. It's a lost cause. So I said to ladies, we're looking for a secretary. You know, got sick and tired of just advertising and all of that. He says, no, there's somebody, Licia. And I also interviewed her. And from there, you know, coming from a very small law firm, she didn't know much. But Gladys, the bullfighter, taught her everything. Yeah, so bullfighter. Yes, she's the bullfighter. So she taught her everything, and today she's an asset to this company. Mr. Chinya. Morrissey. I tried to learn Shona. You know, I sent you a message when you were in the hospital in Shona. Remember that? Yes, you responded in Shona. So unlike you guys, at least I tried. You don't know a single word in Shona, do you? But this man has been with us for so long and you still don't know his language. I think he's right. He needs to start talking to you in his own language. The only way you're going to learn a language is if somebody talks to you in that language that you don't know. You will eventually know it. So, I was one of the people who interviewed Mr. G. Take this one off. It was myself and the lady who eventually went to work for the government. She's got a master's degree. And Mr. Mashifan, the banker. So there were many candidates there who had BCom and other relevant diplomas. Now, he didn't have a degree. He doesn't still have a degree. But he's better than most graduates. Actually, looking at him, you'll think, and listening and looking at his work, you'll think he's got a PhD. And I think, can I have to speak to some universities, Mr. Jinya, to award you a PhD? What do you think? I think that would be deserving. Now, Mr. Jinya started as an office manager who was doing everything, from finance to HR, you name it, everything, ordering stationery, yonkento. And as the company grew, then his department also grew. From being a single person department now, we're talking about 4 people working in the finance department. So, under his leadership. And, you know, Mr. Jinya is an intelligent person. He's very diverse in his knowledge. He's also an IT specialist. He's a finance specialist, an IT specialist, and you can ask him a lot of other things, except medicine, because that's my area. And then he will answer that question. So, Mr. Jinya, you know, from the time you came here as a young man to today, you have become a member of that club. I'm not going to tell these people. You know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, yeah. So it tells you how long we've been together. And it has always been easy to work with him because he knows his stuff and he's a hard worker. He has made it easy for me to be able to, you know, read consolidated reports instead of looking at all individual reports. He's able to do that, and he's able to make things easier. You know, the graphic presentations that he does for us, everything's so easy for me. And for that, we are eternally grateful, Mr. G. Keep the good work. And I'm not saying this lightly, because as a bin counter, that's accountant for those of you who don't know. As a bin counter, you have ensured that for 35 years we consistently got clean audits. 35 years. I mean, he has been with us for 15 years, but during those 15 he took over, and we've been having clean audits. And I think I still owe you something. You know, he helped me personally. I had a problem with SARS. Not the kind of problems that people have with SARS. My problem was that SARS was owing me a lot of money, and they kept on delaying the payment. So that is the problem that I had, that I said to him, man, you know this is your area, man. Let's do this. And we went into it, and he did his returns, he did this, he did that. And eventually, the amount that they were owing me became more. And within 3 days of him submitting the documents, I was smiling all the way to the bank. So I think he deserves a performance bonus. What do you think? Yes. So there's one coming your way. Grace Sindan, Mama G, Sister G, the matriarch. You know, in Pretoria, they know her very well. And when they deal with her, they deal with her like you deal with your grandmother. No, I'm not saying you are a grandmother. But I'm just saying the level of respect that they show to her is amazing. And it is because of her character. This woman is a committed Christian. Now I'm gonna say something. I learned as well that every morning he will talk to people at work and read verses from the Bible and tell them about that every morning. That's how committed she is. I can see you are rolling your eyes, Mhlanga. Yes, she does that all the time. And it is because she's a very dedicated and disciplined member of this team. I mean, how many of you would wake up every morning at 3 o'clock from Kwandebele to Pretoria using public transport for 15 years? And here we are, we have people who are driving cars, people who are just staying across the street in town, and they come to work late, and then they are always off sick. But, you know, if my memory serves me well, and if I look at the leave schedule, I'm sure if those days were not being forfeited, she'll have a lot of credit for that. She's a very resolute woman, and she likes her job. She really, really does like her job. And Mesindan, thank you very much for your commitment to this company, your loyalty, and your unwavering support to Team Mphela. Thank you. Now, Tebogo Mayor. Now, when we were at Salu Building in Pretoria, CBD, that building, by the way, is called Spasa Shop, used to be called Spasa Shop Sajloya, because from the ground, from the first floor right up to the 24th floor, it was just a tennis in that building. So I was working there. We moved to that building. And one day, Mponefuri tells me, now there's somebody who wants to see you. I say, what is that all about? No, she wants to talk to you. And I said, okay, send her through. And then she came into my office. And lo and behold, you know, old-fashioned style. Who does that in after 2000? Eh? And, I've never seen anybody doing that. No one has actually come to me a so receive ya re ke kgopela mmereko. And so I said, there must be something, you know, Mutwana Lisbeth Siskana, there must be something for her just to come and face me and say, I'm looking for a job. And so I looked through her CV, and she was working for another law firm at that time. I said, but you are working for another law firm. Why? No, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And after interviewing and finding what she was doing, I said, okay, fine, because we really need somebody here. I was still going to advertise. Now that we are here and you've got experience, let's give it a try. And that's how she started working. Do you see how easy it was then? Right now, you must apply, goes to HR, they shortlist, then they arrange for interviews, and then you go through interviews, then you have to wait those agonizing 2-3 days, not knowing whether you're going to make it or not, and eventually you're disappointed or you're appointed. Either way. So then she started working. Now, Teboho was like a mini version of Mrs. Mahlangu. Why do I say that? Because they had the same work ethics. She's the kind of person you'll say, "Kana file le amhlanga DS ki number mang," and she'll tell you out of her head, just like that. And so she continued working there. Like I said, she came also as a teenager. Now she's a mother of 2. The kind of work that she does, I mean, she's very dedicated. And you can see even today, she works like she just started working last month. She's trying to impress someone. This is the kind of dedication, this is the kind of discipline that we expect of employees. Because, truth be told, we create opportunities for you. By establishing these businesses and running them, we're creating employment opportunities for you. So it is not really like we are creating employment opportunities for us, because we are the employers. We are the owners of the business. And the government says the private sector must always make sure that they create jobs. So these people here epitomize a workforce that is dedicated, that is disciplined, that is determined. This is a 3D workforce. Dedicated, determined, and disciplined. So Teboho has been at the helm of this support staff. He controls the drivers, he does the medical legals, as Mrs. Mulu has alluded to. And together with our program director here, they've been doing a sterling work. They know I appreciate people who do good work. And I appreciate them. I tell them when they do a good thing, I tell them. Always tell someone, even if it's not your employee, whether it's your relative or a friend, if they are doing a good thing or if they've done something good to you, thank them and tell them that, well done, I'm proud of you. Because that way you are motivating people, and motivated workforce is a productive one. Yeah. Now we get into the top of the food chain. Mrs. Piswane Mahlangu. Now she came here. She's as old as this business. She was still a young woman. She's now a grandmother. Yeah, grandmother. Right. I said that, and it's true. If, in case you didn't know, she's a grandmother, and she's still working for us. It's herself and ladies who are grandmothers. They are the matriarchs. I'm not sure if Grace, are you a grandmother or? Oh yes, now we've got 3 grandmothers, 2 grandmothers in our midst. So when I started, I only had 1 person working for me. The receptionist, typist, you name it, all in one. And then later on we hired her, and a cleaner. And from the word go, you could see that she's a very dedicated person. This is somebody who wants to learn. She wants to know the trade of the business that he's involved in. Now, one day, I know, I said this story before and I'll say it again. Yeah, they played me. She's got a twin sister. Because her twin sister came to work and I thought it was her. Just continued. Yeah, no, they're identical. So I was told by Mr. Mabas, you know, the assessor guy, he used to work for us. And he says, Tau, you know that other day, that other year, you didn't know. I mean, yeah. But that's how she wanted that job. She didn't even want to say I'm sick or something. She rather sent her sister to come in. You see? So she's the hard drive when it comes to files in this company. There was a time when, you know, she knew every file. You just ask her, she tells you, this is Muketekete's file number this. The one thing about Mrs. Matlango that I've realized over the years, and she has learned from me, and I'm proud to say that, is that, and I said that, Masha, you say I'm too pedantic or fastidious or whatever, but I want to make sure that everybody crosses their T's and dots their I's when they work. She reads. When we give her the work to process, outgoing mail, she's not just going to put this thing and go and send it. She reads. And then she'll come back to you and say, sorry, Mr. Mphela, I see here you're talking about proof of payment attachment, but I went through the file, I can't find it. We know that now this is the person who goes through the file, reads through the mail that she has to process that goes out, make sure that the reference number that is there corresponds with the name of the client, because sometimes it does happen, people forget to change the file number, and then so you look at the file number, you go and you draw the file, and then only to find that the correspondence does not belong to that file. She does that meticulously. And I'm sorry to say this, but you know, I have realized over the years that some people don't like to read. Some people just don't want to read. They don't want to take time to read. I mean, I've said this to secretaries before, that before you click print, please read this on your screen. Make sure that you read everything on your screen, because if you don't do that and you print, you're wasting paper because there are errors there and so forth. So Matlangu is that person who is very, very, passionate about her work. She makes sure, I mean, you can go into the mail room. Go into the mail room. When she's not there, she was not there for a couple of days, but you'll think she's there. The way her files are packed away, everything tightly, neatly, everything was there. That's how much she likes her job. This is the person who would work days, well she knows that I'm not going to be here tomorrow or 2 days to come. She makes sure that she does the work for those 2 coming days. Now that is dedication for you. That is what we call a committed employee. So some of you will be thinking, a committed caterer of the movement. No, we're not into politics, but she's a committed member of Team Mphela. And I'm proud to say that she has contributed over these years immensely to this company. I mean, she literally was almost the founder of this company. I mean, when you look at the years, and I've been running this show for 35 years. And how long has she been here? 32 years. Going for 33. So it can tell you, if somebody can stay with us for so long, then there is something, we're doing things very right. We understand, as my colleague has alluded to, that as a young person you want to change jobs, you look for greener pastures. There's nothing absolutely wrong with it, right? Because if you don't start your own business, you'll always be doing that. And if you don't have a vision and a mission, and you don't actually have a focus as to where you want to go, you'll always be doing that. But these people here, have decided to call Mphela and Associates their home. They have decided to make sure that Mphela and Associates succeeds, because if Mphela and Associates succeeds, they will succeed too. And all of you that are seated here today, that made us gather here today, I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. It is through your commitment and dedication to this company that we are who we are today. All of these other people that came here after you are looking up to you. They are saying to themselves, will I ever be able to achieve this? But I think they are learning from you to say, because they made it, it means it is possible. We can also make it. Oh, I nearly forgot. Because you're sitting on the side. Well, there's no chair nearby. Mr. Malapan. Yeah. Affectionately called Janibo. When he was playing football, he was called Bull. He was very good at football. You know, Bull Luhoko was a very charismatic Pirates player. Now, Malapan is like Bomswalit. You know, they didn't go through these applications. They didn't go through all these applications. He was, I used to meet him because I was going to work in the early hours of the morning. He can tell you, it's still dark outside. It's 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm already going to work. And he'll be standing there at the taxi stop, waiting for transport to town. Where was he going? To work. Those of you who don't know, Malapani is a baker. He was working at the bakery at Spa. Then Spa was still here along this street here at Kruger Street. So, and when I was looking for a driver, I said to Elvis, I'm looking for a driver, Mre. And then he said, no, okay, I'll go and get you one. And so he came, and the rest is history. He worked for us, and we've gone through a lot. He has gone through a lot, the ups and downs. We look after our employees. He said that. And I remember one time Mr. Malapan was very, very, very ill. And he was at this hospital here. It was at night, and I realized that the kind of ailment that he has requires specialist treatment. It requires a gastroenterologist, right? And there wasn't any here. They had to transfer him to Polokwane, but that was not happening. So I called around. You know what I mean? I phoned around. And then they took him to the hospital, to Polokwane, and he underwent emergency operation. Here he is today. He knows that very well. And I care about him like I care about all of you. So, because Malapane has been such a good and exemplary employee, he also, during our 30th anniversary, received an award for the best driver. Well, my kids didn't really like him a lot because if he was going with them on a trip, but hey, Mr. Malapan, hey, we're going to take loan together. He drives 80 kilometers an hour, this guy. 80 kilometers. You see, this car that he drives a Toyota Corolla. Ne? I'm sure it's got over 500,000 kilometers. But when you drive it, you think, and when you look at it, you'll think, it's got only 10,000. That's how good he is. And I'm saying this because he is a very good driver. If we were to count accidents, Stephen, go back. The Pretoria drivers will come number 1 in terms of the worst drivers. You know, most of our accidents involve Pretoria cars. Our Groblersdal drivers are amongst the best. And, you know, I'm happy that today we have amongst us, as recipients of this awards, the 2 drivers. Now, which means over the years, they made sure that our clients are transported safely to their different destinations and back to their homes. We rely on them to make sure that our business operations work smoothly. If it were not for them, some of the other matters would not have been finalized. Date Malapan, Thank you very much. And I know you are, approaching retirement. Sasa. Sasa is knocking. But I think we need to celebrate your achievements. It is not always easy to be the driver of the year or the driver of the century or the driver of the decade. Most of you, Mr. Jinya included, have got dents over their cars. Yeah, you are the worst drivers, you know yourselves. You cannot compare to him, right? But of course, I know he's not, if I want to go somewhere, I wouldn't be a passenger in his car. No. Ugare, it's like you are driving in reverse, Nah. He's affectionately called Janibo. Give a round of applause to him. After me, I'm the Makulu, and then he's Junior Makulu. Yeah, he's getting there. So, to all of you, ladies and gentlemen, we are truly honored to have employees of your caliber. It is rare these days to have employees like yourself. And for that, I really, really thank you. I thank you all.
Leboge mogale ba re le botse a le fetolwe o modishi ka nnete ka re dinku tsa gago wa di tseba gore the way no bolela ka bona one by one you can just see gore you are determined go checka babereki ba gago ra go leboga mogale o re golele o re phelele mogale. Moving on to the next item on our program, we are going to call on to Ms. Ndulo Mudluli to do the vote of thanks.
Namina inhliziyo ngicela ukuthi nakuwe dali noma kutheni ngisho noma njani ngeke ungijikele ngicela ukuthi nakuwe dali noma kutheni ngisho noma njani ngeke ungijikele ngoba sekudala ngifunana nothando bengidlala abantu bengiphula inhliziyo ngoba sekudala ngifunana nothando bengidlala abantu bengiphula inhliziyo.
Good day, colleagues. Igama nguNompendulo Mdluli. It's good to put emails to faces now. I think I'm the only one who's enjoying that, but it's good to put emails to faces. Program Director, University of Kosini. Managing Director, Mr. Mphela. Director, Mr. Matlala. Head of Litigation, Mrs. Mulu. Our respective office managers, colleagues who are present here and virtually, our long service award recipients. Thank you is a prayer that cannot be seen or touched. It must be felt by the heart. I'm honored and privileged to get this opportunity to propose a vote of thanks on this auspicious occasion. An event of this dimension cannot happen overnight. The wheels started rolling weeks in advance. We are fortunate to have our respective teams who always ensured that it all comes together. Teams, from transport, cooking, deco, coordinating. The willingness you have expressed to take on the completion of your task beyond your comfort zone is highly commendable. At this juncture, I would like to thank the management for allowing us to celebrate in this fashion. This is a momentous occasion, as we are still in the midst of a pandemic. To our long service award recipients, congratulations. Congratulations on achieving a significant milestone in your careers. Today we acknowledge your loyalty, commitment, and dedication over all the years. Such loyalty and dedication is something special in this day and age. If you think back to the time when you started in Mphela & Associates and where you are today, then I am certain you will recognize considerable growth and expertise, wisdom, and capabilities. You would agree with me all that this group represents a rare breed of employees. Your institutional knowledge is irreplaceable, and it adds to the unique culture of Mphela & Associates. As I conclude, may I request that you place your invaluable expertise and experience into mentoring us, the juniors, so that one day we can make a similar contribution to the company. We salute you for being loyal employees, and we look forward to meeting you again at your next long service award ceremony in a few years' time. I thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Motluli. We are at the end of our program. Before I just want to quote something by Dr. Robert Scholar. Tough times never last, but tough people do. Lena, our legends of the day, you are tough people because you lasted for this many years. We are thankful to you guys for that. To all those who are watching us on YouTube, I was hoping to read your messages, but my phone is acting up on me. But Kidiboni earlier on, thank you for watching and thank you for the messages. Thank you all for being good audience, listening to me as the program director. Kili Musebiadia Patle, Wamonari, Leslapagadia Masui, Kialebo. I hope anyone ki samo Twaranga Pila and Twarele. Kitlo Hopela Maschaba, at Lordzole Lagatapelo, Garer Buzigayona. Kitlo Hopela Ena Maschaba because she was one of those Vartushis in Gawapea. Literally the announcement Tadijo or Diklo Drag Mamuavel. Otlana Portusha itself. Selector, uru hopelo kena ka kosh.
Give me Stasis 21 DJ Dad. Yeah.
Okay, taba ya dijo ne, dijo di ready, and yeah, re fetso tswalla mo, re ka ne ra ya ra yo serve mo la dijo. Okay, so re ka no inemisha dihlogo and then ra leboga. Papa re leboga mo lineng le le matla la Joseph Nazareth. Re leboga go robile gona mo modirong. We thank you for your presence even in this place. Re rapela gore re sa ilo travela, o tsamaile rena, guide us and protect us. We ask all this in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. Amen.
Okay, ke tlo khopela for go seven re tlo thoma ka our directors and then our recipients. I believe maybe our camera crews can also do that, and then the rest of the stuff we can follow. Le nna motshwara marapo. Oh, and then let's look at photo shoot, the recipients, the directors before Kojiwa. Hey, Hokatla Watlakakan, like gratitude beetroot.
Been around the world, and there's no place like home. Oh, Africa, how beautiful you are. I've been around the world, and there's no place like home. Oh, Africa, how beautiful you are. Your smile and your heart, your love and your cares. Oh, Africa, how beautiful you are. How beautiful you are. How beautiful you are. Oh,
Piri pakile ratabato, piri pakile ratasavana, piri pakile ratabato, piri pakile ratasavana, piri pakile ratabato, piri pakile ratasavana, piri pakile ratabato. Piri pakile ratasavana.
your smile and your heart, your love and your cares. Oh, Africa, how beautiful you are. How beautiful you are.
Chipiri pa killer rata savana. Iri chipiri pa killer rata bato. Iri chipiri pa killer rata savana.
Cause
Isithandwa sami ngenxa yakho. Kodwa bayeke bakhulume baqede mina ngithanda. Bayeke bakhuluma bakuthandayo mina ngithanda. Kodwa bayeke bakhulume baqede mina ngithanda. Bayeke bakhuluma bakuthandayo mina ngithanda. Uma ngibuya uthando leqi imfula linyuka imango lidila izintaba sithanda uthando linjani kodwa makuphela inyanga ndize kuwe ndibheke kuwe sithandwa sami kodwa makuphela inyanga ndize kuwe ndibheke ekhaya sithandwa sami. Bayeke bakhulume baqede mina ngithanda. Bayeke bakhuluma bakuthandayo mina ngithanda. Kodwa bayeke bakhulume baqede mina ngithanda. Bayeke bakhuluma bakuthandayo mina ngithanda. Kodwa bayeke bakhulume baqede mina ngithanda. Bayeke bakhuluma bakuthandayo mina ngithanda. Bayeke bakhulume baqede mina ngithanda. Bayeke bakhuluma bakuthandayo